In today's episode, we're taking a closer look at the 5 most valuable and ultra-rare Eisenhower dollar coins that have captured the attention of collectors across the country. Each one has a unique history, unusual minting features, and a level of scarcity that pushes their value far beyond what most people expect. If you're interested in discovering which Eisenhower dollars stand at the very top of the series in terms of rarity and market demand, first up we're exploring one of the most interesting and surprisingly valuable coin in U.S. history. This is the ultra-rare Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar from 1776 to 1976 with the Denver Mint mark. And even if your coin is in very dirty condition, the deeper story behind it is what makes it such a standout in American coinage. This coin blends history, artistry, scarcity, and collector enthusiasm in a way that few modern commemoratives ever managed to achieve, and that mix is what keeps demand strong year after year. To start with, this Eisenhower Bicentennial Dollar is more than just a large, heavy coin. It's a tribute to the 200th anniversary of the founding of the United States, struck during a moment when the Mint wanted to reconnect everyday Americans with the nation's origins. The Denver Mint played a major role in this special release, producing millions of circulation strikes, yet only a fraction have survived in the upper tiers of preservation. Most were used heavily in casinos, machines, banks, and daily transactions, which is why so many examples today show wear, grime, or deep surface dullness. But even in dirty condition, the historical weight of the bicentennial celebration gives this coin a level of significance that keeps collectors hunting for the best examples they can find. When you examine the design closely, you see why this coin became iconic. The obverse keeps the familiar portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, rendered with a strong, clean profile that fits the coin's larger size. But the reverse side is where the bicentennial spirit truly stands out. Instead of the standard Apollo 11-inspired eagle, you get the special dual-dated 1776 to 1976 design featuring the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, a creative blend of America's founding symbol with its achievements in space. The sculpting on the Denver issues carries a distinct strike character, and even on a dirty example, you can usually spot the crisp D Mint mark positioned above the date. Every curve of the bell, every raised line around the lunar surface, and every inscription was chosen to reflect national pride, turning this dollar into a piece of circulating art. Rarity enters the picture when you factor in survival and condition. While the Denver Mint produced a large number of these dollars, the real challenge comes from the fact that most were not saved. Many were spent daily, thrown into bags, dropped into slot machines, or handled roughly for years. As a result, uncirculated examples are far scarcer than the original mintage suggests. Dirty coins are common, but coins with original luster, clean surfaces, and virtually no marks are dramatically harder to locate. In higher grades, certified pieces from the Bicentennial series take on a new level of rarity because very few still display the sharp strike, detailed relief, and natural brilliance collectors look for. This gap between total mintage and actual high-grade survivors is what pushes values upward. Collector demand adds another layer that sets this Denver Bicentennial Dollar apart from other Eisenhower coins. Even though the Eisenhower series is not as old or as small as some classic sets, the Bicentennial issue has become one of the most recognized commemoratives in modern American coin history. Collectors appreciate it for its symbolism, size, and connection to a major national event. It also functions as an entry point for new collectors, while still offering a serious challenge for advanced hobbyists who want top-tier examples. The coin doesn't belong to the Wheat Penny series, but within the Eisenhower series itself, it stands out as one of the most celebrated and widely discussed issues, drawing continuous attention from people who enjoy history, design, and the thrill of finding a high-quality survivor. When it comes to market value, the range is wider than many expect. A very dirty Denver Bicentennial Dollar in basic circulated condition usually falls somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 depending on the level of wear and surface quality. If the coin has decent remaining detail, you might see prices closer to the $1,500 to $3,500 range. Once you enter the uncirculated levels, values rise sharply. Mint state examples can reach $2,500 to $5,000, and higher-end certified pieces with strong luster and clean fields can climb even further, sometimes reaching $9,000 or more when they display exceptional visual quality. The rarest values appear in the top certified categories, where superb strike quality and eye appeal can push select pieces into premium territory. For collectors hoping to find one of these coins for their own collection, there are a few smart strategies to keep in mind. Start by focusing on condition, even if your first finds are dirty. Look for detail in the bell lines, sharpness in Eisenhower's profile, and any remaining hints of natural mint luster beneath the grime. This Denver-minted Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar remains one of the most fascinating coins from the modern era. It carries the story of America's anniversary, showcases a bold design, and offers real value potential for collectors at all levels. Whether you're just starting your collection or you've been searching for years, this coin brings together history, scarcity, and artistic detail in a way that makes it a standout piece. Stay with us, because in the next part of this series, we'll explore another rare and surprisingly valuable coin that you definitely don't want to miss. And secondly, we're talking about the most valuable and rare, the 1977 Eisenhower Dollar, without a mint mark, stands out as a fascinating and highly desirable piece among United States dollar coins, capturing the interest of collectors who appreciate history, scarcity, and the thrill of discovering a true numismatic treasure. Even in very dirty condition, this coin carries a certain charm that speaks to its long journey through circulation. Collectors are drawn to it because it represents a unique moment in American coinage and remains one of the standout issues in the Ike Dollar series. Its appeal continues to grow as enthusiasts recognize its historical value, limited availability in top condition, and rising collector demand, making it a prized treasure for anyone who appreciates rare American coins. The historical significance of the 1977 Eisenhower Dollar begins with its role as part of the final years of the Eisenhower series, which ran from 1971 to 1978. Unlike the Denver and San Francisco issues, the no-mint mark version was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks at the time. These coins were created to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of the most important American leaders of the 20th century, as well as to continue the commemorative momentum started by Apollo 11's lunar landing earlier in the decade. The series itself serves as a tangible connection to a period marked by national pride, scientific achievement, and post-war leadership. Owning a 1977 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar gives collectors a direct link to these historic events and the cultural shifts of the 1970s. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1977 Eisenhower Dollar is its iconic design. The obverse features a sharp and dignified portrait of President Eisenhower created by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, capturing his strength and leadership. The reverse showcases the powerful image of an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, symbolizing both peace and the triumph of the Apollo missions. Struck in copper-nickel clad, the coin measures 38.1 millimeters and carries the unmistakable hefty presence that collectors love. In high-grade examples, the details of Ike's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the lunar surface textures stand out beautifully, giving the coin strong artistic appeal. The absence of a mint mark helps collectors identify it as the Philadelphia issue, and subtle varieties or striking differences can make certain examples even more desirable. Rarity is a major factor in the growing interest surrounding the 1977 Eisenhower Dollar without a mint mark. While millions were produced, few survived in exceptional condition due to widespread circulation and the coin's heavy weight, which made it prone to scratches, dings, and wear. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition can be surprisingly difficult, and this scarcity greatly increases its desirability. Even moderately circulated examples can show heavy marks, which makes high-grade pieces especially valuable. Collectors consistently note that examples with strong luster, clean fields, and clear details carry a much higher premium. This challenge of locating a truly superior coin is part of what drives the excitement around this issue. Market value for the 1977 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar has been steadily climbing as more collectors focus on completing full sets and seeking high-end examples. A typical circulated coin in very dirty condition carries only modest value, but the story changes dramatically when it comes to exceptional pieces. In top-tier grades, the coin can sell anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000 depending on strike quality, surface preservation, and demand during auctions. Rare varieties or superbly preserved examples certified by leading grading companies often attract strong competition from collectors. The combination of historical importance, condition sensitivity, and visual appeal has helped boost long-term appreciation, making it an impressive standout in the Ike Dollar series. Collectors looking to add this coin to their collection should focus on certified high-grade examples whenever possible. Professional grading helps confirm authenticity, verifies condition, and ensures buyers get what they expect. It's also wise to inspect coins carefully for sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal marks. Buying from reputable dealers, trusted auction houses, or established collector communities adds a level of security and insight that newer collectors often find valuable. Once acquired, the coin should be stored in a protective holder, ideally kept away from heat, moisture, and direct handling. This prevents further oxidation or dirt accumulation and helps preserve its long-term value. Another reason the 1977 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar continues to captivate collectors is the sense of discovery it offers, especially when found in rough or very dirty condition. Many of these coins spent decades in circulation, passing through countless hands before ending up in modern collections, which gives each piece its own story and character. When a collector uncovers one that still retains strong details beneath the dirt, it becomes even more exciting because it suggests the potential for hidden quality once properly conserved. This element of surprise encourages collectors to examine every coin closely, knowing that some of the most valuable Eisenhower dollars were initially overlooked. That blend of historical connection, survival rarity, and the thrill of finding an exceptional example beneath years of wear is what continues to make the 1977 no-mint mark Ike Dollar such a compelling and rewarding pursuit for numismatists who appreciate both challenge and discovery. The 1977 Eisenhower Dollar without a mint mark remains a powerful blend of history, artistry, and rarity, offering collectors a deeply rewarding addition to any numismatic collection. Its bold design, its link to major historical events, and its scarcity in high grades all combine to give it lasting appeal. Whether you're building a full Eisenhower set or searching for standout pieces with character and presence, this coin continues to deliver remarkable value and excitement. For collectors who appreciate United States history and the beauty of well-crafted coinage, the 1977 no-mint mark Ike Dollar is a treasure worth pursuing and preserving. And thirdly, we're deep dive into the world of truly rare and valuable coinage. We are discussing the 1978 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar, a coin that in its typical circulated state is worth little more than $1, but in a specific and perplexing circumstance transforms into one of the most sought-after and expensive coins of the entire series. The Eisenhower Dollar series was minted from 1971 to 1978, serving as a tribute to the late President and World War II General Dwight D. Eisenhower. By 1978, the series was nearing its end, with the smaller Susan B. Anthony Dollar already scheduled to replace it the following year. The Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark on cents and nickels, but had used a P mint mark on the 1978 Eisenhower dollars for collectors in special sets, was also producing circulation strikes. For these general circulation coins, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark. The vast majority of $1,978 you will find are from the Philadelphia Mint, but they are almost always in well-worn, often heavily circulated condition, making the search for a high-grade example a true challenge. The design of the Eisenhower dollar is both iconic and symbolic. The obverse, or head side, features a bold left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo. The reverse presents a magnificent adaptation of the official Apollo 11 mission insignia, depicting an American eagle in flight descending toward the lunar surface, an olive branch of peace clutched firmly in its talons. This design commemorates the historic first manned moon landing and serves as a permanent numismatic tribute to American achievement. The coin's large size, nearly that of a classic silver dollar, gives the designs a grand canvas, allowing for intricate details in the eagle's feathers and the cratered moon below. When we discuss the rarity of the 1978 Philadelphia dollar, we are not talking about its mintage figures, which were indeed substantial, but rather its survival rate in any condition approaching mint state. These coins were primarily used in casinos and for general circulation, leading to immense wear, bag marks, and environmental damage. To find one that was never released into circulation, known as a mint state coin, is exceptionally difficult. The specific variety we are focusing on, the 1978 no mint mark business strike, is notoriously challenging to locate with original luster and clean surfaces. The population reports from major grading services show a dramatic drop-off for coins graded above MS 65, confirming that true gem quality examples are the undisputed survivors of a largely ill-fated production run. Within the Eisenhower Dollar series, collector demand is sharply bifurcated. On one hand, you have the 40% silver issues and the famous Ike varieties that are always popular. However, the 1978 P in high grade stands out for a different reason. It is a classic condition rarity. It is the final business strike issue of the series, and its elusive nature in superb condition creates a powerful allure for series specialists and registry set collectors. These are individuals seeking to build the finest possible collection of every coin in the series, and the 1978 P in MS 66 or higher is often the single most difficult and expensive key coin needed to complete their set, driving competition and fervent demand whenever a premium example appears at auction. The market value for this coin is a testament to its extreme rarity in top condition. A circulated 1978 P dollar is worth $1. However, the moment you cross into mint state, the values begin to climb steeply. An MS 63 example might trade for $20 to $30, while an MS 65 can command $100 to $200. The true price explosions occur at the MS 66 and MS 67 levels. A gem MS 66 can easily sell for between $1,500 and $3,000. But the pinnacle, the ultra-grade MS 67, is where this coin achieves legendary status. With only a handful known to exist in this pristine condition, auction prices have soared, with recent sales eclipsing $10,000 and even reaching beyond $15,000 for the finest confirmed specimens. For the collector aiming to find one of these treasures, the strategy must be one of patience and a keen eye for quality. You will not find this coin in a loose change jar or a general circulation roll. Your hunt must be focused on the certified coin market. Because of its reputation, many lower-grade examples are doctored or artificially toned to appear higher quality. So purchasing a coin already graded and encapsulated by either PCGS or NGC is absolutely essential. Look for coins with brilliant white surfaces and full cartwheel luster, as any toning, especially in a coin known for being stored in mint bags, should be natural and attractive. Attend major coin shows, monitor reputable auction houses, and establish relationships with trusted dealers who specialize in modern dollar coins. The 1978 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar, in high grade, represents the very definition of a sleeper hit in numismatics. It is a coin that on the surface appears mundane and common, yet hidden within its mass-produced history are a minuscule number of flawless survivors that command astronomical prices. Its significance lies not in its age or its metal content, but in its profound scarcity in a state of preservation that its brothers in arms simply do not possess. It serves as a powerful reminder to all collectors, new and seasoned alike, that rarity is not always about a low mintage figure, but often about the brutal combination of circumstance, use, and the sheer passage of time that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. This coin's journey from a workhorse of the casino floor to a crown jewel in a top-tier registry set is a numismatic narrative unlike any other. A story where condition is not just a factor of value, but the entire plot. It forces us to reevaluate the boxes of coins we might have tucked away, reminding us that true rarity is not always announced with a small mintage number, but can be hiding in plain sight. Its value dictated entirely by the unforgiving hands of time and circulation that left so few to tell the tale in such impeccable condition. Now, if you think a modern dollar coin achieving five-figure prices is remarkable, wait until we explore the story of a specific Lincoln cent from the 1970s, a small penny that was struck on the wrong metal planchet and is now considered one of the greatest mint errors of the 20th century, a coin that can be worth over $250,000. That is a story you will not want to miss. So make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell activated for our next exploration. And fourthly, we're going to explore the most valuable and rare. The 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower Dollar is a fascinating and highly sought-after piece that captivates numismatists with its unique position in modern American coinage. This particular coin stands as a prized treasure among enthusiasts, not merely for its face value, but for the compelling story and scarcity it represents. Its appeal is magnified by the fact that it is a transitional piece, bridging the gap between the copper-nickel-clad issues and the special bicentennial coins that followed, making it a cornerstone for any serious collection focused on 20th century American currency. The demand for this coin in any condition, including very dirty examples, underscores the deep interest from collectors who seek to own a tangible piece of this brief minting period, driving a vibrant and persistent market for those fortunate enough to possess one. The historical context of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is deeply intertwined with the nation's post-war sentiment and the desire to honor a beloved military leader and president. Struck in 1974, this coin was part of a series minted from 1971 to 1978 to commemorate President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who had passed away in 1969. The year 1974 is particularly significant as it was the final year of the standard-issue Eisenhower dollar before the special bicentennial designs were introduced in 1975. The coins struck without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the nation's original mint, adding a layer of historical prestige. This issue serves as a tangible connection to a pivotal era, minted just before the nation's 200th anniversary celebrations, making it the last of the regular-issue Eisenhower dollars and a direct link to a specific, fleeting moment in U.S. mint history. This coin boasts iconic and meaningful designs that resonate with collectors and historians alike. The obverse features a bold left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo. The reverse presents a stunningly detailed rendition of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle descending onto the lunar surface with the Earth in the background, commemorating the monumental 1969 moon landing. This dual commemoration of a president and a space achievement is powerfully symbolic. The coin is a large format piece, measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and was initially struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, giving it substantial weight and presence. The absence of a mint mark on the Philadelphia issue is a key identifying feature, and its design is celebrated for its artistic merit and the grand narrative of American achievement it conveys. The rarity of the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar is a complex subject, particularly concerning examples in very dirty condition. While the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins for circulation, their survival in any collectible state is what defines their modern rarity. Most of these dollars were heavily circulated, used in casinos, or simply stored in bulk, leading to the vast majority being in well-worn or impaired condition. A very dirty specimen, while not aesthetically pleasing, is a testament to its journey through commerce and time. For the serious variety collector, the rarity is further amplified by specific die varieties, such as the 1974 P. Bugs Bunny variety, where a die chip makes it appear the eagle on the reverse as fangs, which is highly sought after even in lower grades. Finding any 1974 P. dollar, especially with a desirable variety, that has not been harshly cleaned or damaged is the true challenge that drives collector demand. When assessing the market value for a 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar in very dirty condition, it is crucial to temper expectations, as its worth is substantially different from a pristine, gem-uncirculated example. A common date 1974 P in a very dirty, circulated state is typically considered a filler coin and may only be worth $1 to $2 over its silver melt value if it is a 40% silver-clad version from a mint set, though the copper-nickel-clad version has no precious metal content. However, the discovery of a rare variety like the Bugs Bunny on a very dirty coin can dramatically alter its value, potentially raising it into the range of $500 to $2,000 or more, depending on the severity of the feature and the coin's overall state of preservation. In the highest grades of mint state, a regular 1974 P is a common coin, but a top-tier Bugs Bunny example can command prices from $5,000 to over $15,000, illustrating how condition and variety intersect to create significant value disparities. For collectors pursuing this piece, several key strategies are essential for a successful acquisition. Given the prevalence of impaired and cleaned coins, it is highly advisable to prioritize examples that have been certified and graded by reputable third-party services like PCGS or NGC, as this removes the guesswork regarding authenticity and condition. When inspecting raw coins, collectors should carefully examine the reverse eagle's mouth for the telltale die chips of the Bugs Bunny variety, as this can transform an otherwise common coin into a numismatic prize. Purchases should be made from established dealers or reputable auction houses with clear return policies. For a coin already in very dirty condition, the focus should be on seeking out those with identifiable and desirable varieties, as their numismatic value can withstand their impaired surface quality, making them a fascinating and more affordable collectible. Proper preservation is paramount, even for a coin in very dirty condition. It should be handled as little as possible, and always by the edges to prevent the transfer of additional oils and grime. The coin should be stored in a chemically inert holder, such as an archival quality mylar flips or a sealed, hard plastic slab from a grading service, which will protect it from further environmental damage and abrasion. Engaging with the numismatic community through club meetings, online forums, and major coin shows can provide invaluable insights into the specific market for Eisenhower dollar varieties and help a collector discern between mere dirt and actual damage. This knowledge is key to making informed decisions and understanding the long-term potential of a coin that may not be visually appealing, but holds significant historical and variety-based interest. The 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar is a remarkable collectible that represents a powerful blend of American history, artistic achievement, and numismatic intrigue. While a specimen in very dirty condition may not possess the flashy eye appeal of a gem-uncirculated piece, it remains a tangible artifact from the final year of the standard Eisenhower dollar series. Its value is profoundly linked to the presence of specific, sought-after varieties that captivate dedicated enthusiasts. For the astute collector, pursuing such a coin, particularly one with a confirmed rarity like the Bugs Bunny variety, offers a rewarding and accessible entry into a specialized area of modern coin collecting. It stands as a testament to a bygone era of U.S. minting, ensuring its place as a cherished and historically significant item for numismatists worldwide. And at the end, we're exploring the most valuable and expensive United States. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar with the San Francisco S mint mark has become one of the most talked about coins among serious collectors because it represents the perfect mix of rarity, history, and high market demand. Even in very dirty condition, this coin can spark interest because collectors know how limited certain varieties are. The 1972 issues include some of the most challenging Eisenhower dollar varieties ever minted, and the San Francisco proof strikes stand out for their sharp details and low production numbers. When a coin comes from a year like 1972, where multiple obverse and reverse designs were used, collectors pay close attention to every small feature that could make it a rare variety worth serious money. Many people don't realize how dramatic the price gap can be between a regular 1972 Eisenhower dollar and the ultra-rare varieties that surface from time to time. Some of the rarest coins in American history have sold for millions, and the Eisenhower series has its own standout pieces that can send shockwaves through the market when they appear. Stories of ordinary people discovering valuable coins in old drawers or forgotten boxes remind collectors that hidden treasure still exists. The coin looks simple at first glance, but its value can rise sharply based on die varieties, strike quality, and overall rarity. That's why collectors never ignore a dirty old Ike dollar. Dirt doesn't reduce a coin's history, and in many cases it doesn't stop its value from climbing. The San Francisco S mint issued proof and special strike coins that carry a sharper appearance and more precise details compared to other mints. These coins often reveal varieties that weren't widely recognized when they were first released. Today, collectors look for specific markers like unique earth design styles, distinct craters, and alignment features on the reverse. Even in dirty condition, these details can still be seen once a professional examines the coin. If your 1972's Eisenhower dollar happens to match a rare variety, you're holding something that can compete at auctions and attract high bids from top collectors. What makes this coin even more appealing is its connection to a fascinating point in American history. The Eisenhower dollar honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower and celebrates the nation's accomplishments in space exploration. The reverse design featuring the Apollo 11 mission emblem adds a layer of national pride and historical symbolism. Collectors love coins that carry a deeper meaning, and the blending of presidential history with space exploration gives the 1972's Eisenhower dollar a status that goes beyond simple currency. It becomes a physical reminder of achievements that shaped modern America. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, and Eisenhower dollars have finally gained the respect they deserve. Many collectors overlooked them for decades, but as the supply of high-grade and rare varieties tightened, demand surged. When people realize that rare USA coins can turn into million-dollar assets, the interest spreads fast. A single discovery can turn an ordinary collector into a billionaire overnight. That's why experts constantly remind the public to check their old collections instead of spending coins without a second thought. One mistake could cost someone a life-changing fortune. If your coin is a 1972 proof with an unusual die variety or a high grade, it can easily reach thousands, and in rare cases it can push even higher at well-known auctions. Collectors value coins that combine rarity and sharp detail, and some proof varieties from 1972 have proven to be incredibly difficult to find. Dirt does not erase rarity. It only masks the surface until a professional cleaning or grading service inspects it. What matters most is the original strike and the variety. If your coin checks the right boxes, you're sitting on something truly elite. The idea that these coins are just pieces of metal couldn't be further from the truth. Their value comes from history, scarcity, and the stories behind them. Rare USA coins are powerful assets that continue to appreciate year after year. That's why collectors and investors treat these coins like financial opportunities rather than old pocket change. If people knew how quickly a rare silver dollar could change their future, nobody would leave coins lying around in drawers or containers. Every old coin deserves a second look. People often underestimate the thrill of discovering a coin with unexpected worth. The rush of finding something rare in a pile of ordinary coins is almost unreal. All it takes is one right date, one right mint mark, or one rare feature to unlock unimaginable wealth. The 1972 Eisenhower Dollar is one of those coins that encourages collectors to search again and again. It fuels curiosity because it has a real chance of being worth far more than anyone expects. Even a dirty example can be the key to something extraordinary. Collectors today chase coins like the 1972 dollar because they know that big money follows big rarity. The demand is strong, and the competition can be intense. When a rare one appears on the market, collectors move fast. They know these coins don't show up often, and once a top example sells, it can be years before a similar one appears again. That's why understanding the details and knowing what to look for can make all the difference in turning a simple discovery into a life-changing moment. The surge in demand for rare Eisenhower dollars has pushed collectors to re-examine coins that were ignored for decades, especially the 1972 issues that can hide extraordinary value behind a dull or dirty surface. When these coins were first released, most people treated them like everyday currency, never imagining that certain varieties would later become treasures worth life-changing money. What makes the hunt even more exciting is that the rarest varieties are still out there, tucked away in old jars, inherited collections, or boxes that haven't been opened in years. Every time a new discovery surfaces, it reminds the world that unbelievable finds still happen. The 1972 dollar sits right in the middle of this excitement because it carries the perfect combination of scarcity, history, and collector demand. Even a dirty coin can turn into a headline-making piece if its features match the elusive varieties that specialists are chasing today. For anyone collecting or simply curious about these coins, the most important thing to understand is that value doesn't disappear with age or condition. Rare coins have a way of holding their power no matter how they look at first glance. A 1972 Eisenhower dollar with the right variety can shift your financial future in ways that seem unbelievable until they actually happen. The thrill comes from knowing that a coin sitting unnoticed for years might be worth more than a car, a house, or even a lifetime of savings. That's why collectors never take a single date or mint mark for granted. This coin represents the possibility that unimaginable wealth can come from the most unexpected places, proving once again that the world of numismatics is full of surprises waiting to be found. If you've ever wondered whether the coins in your possession might be worth more than face value, now is the time to pay attention. Old Eisenhower dollars, especially rare ones like the 1972 can surprise even seasoned collectors. So take a moment and check your collection, search those forgotten boxes, and look carefully at every silver dollar you own. Your next find might not just be an interesting coin. It might be your ticket to wealth you never thought possible.